Video, I'm starting to put on some guidelines that are faintly seen, even when you're close up. And I'm using an edge of a French curve there to set up a little arc repetitively. It'll be 8 times repeated all the way around. And then it'll be another French curve being used for another curve. This is that other piece right here. There's some faint lines on there that I used to line it up with in each section. But anyway, that'll give me the faint guidelines I need for the music wire loop tool that I have in my hand right there. I'll start the pattern of the carving with some basic lines for each step of the pattern. And this one here, there's two main beginning curves to start the pattern, and then it goes into detail, and don't use the sketches as much from that point afterwards. This piece here will be finished with the carving, and then it'll be air dry, and then it'll be bisque fired in my scut kiln. And then after that, it will be taken out and it'll have a semi-transparent glaze put on it. And then after that, it will be fired at cone 6 in the scut kiln. And the semi-transparent glaze will let me see the stained surface pattern beneath that with a little more clarity. It'll stand out. And then the relief carved areas with the open clay surfaces will show out also. So the pattern will still show up even after it's finished with the cone 6 firing. So here I'm just adding more features to each one of these pattern sections. And it's they're not exactly the same, but very, very similar in each one of the steps. And I might use a different loop tool, but in this case, it looks like I'm using the same one all the way around for each part of the step. And there'll be a few more little details. These are not the most complicated parts that you probably have seen as far as the carving, but there is a lot of repetitive carving. These are decorative pieces. They're not functional kitchenware. And that's pretty much it for this part here. As you can see it rotating there, the pattern going all the way around. And I'll post a video of these later when they're fired with the transparent glaze on them.